Hello and welcome back to another Rant and Stuff where we sit down and rant. I gotta stop saying we. It's just me. It's just me ranting about stuff. Really. So today I went to the paper depository. Don't want to start naming out names, but I needed to go pick up some paper for the printer because the printer needed paper, and I'm a responsible printer owner, so the paper needed printer. 6 hours and change later, I went and got printer paper. I had stuff to do. I had stuff to do. So maybe it was 5 minutes before the establishment was supposed to be closed. Maybe. I don't really want to point fingers because I ain't no snitch. But maybe it was close to being closed. So I went inside this place and I got the paper. No problem. I knew exactly what type of paper I wanted. I actually have it right here. 8.5 POX 11 PO, whatever that is. Regular old printed paper. I went up to the first counter. Somebody's there last minute. Always, it's always like this. Somebody's there last minute and he's returning the world. Not just one thing. Everything that he ever bought, ever. He's returning at that time. So obviously, I now have to stand behind this person. But no, fate was with me. Fate said to me, hey, there's another counter over there. And I said, thank you. And there's another counter. So I went over to another section and they said, this gentleman can help you. And I went and I said to this gentleman, can you help me purchase this? But obviously there was somebody else there. There's an older gentleman. In his late, he's in his he's an older. He's an old man. He's an old man is what I'm trying to say politely. He's an old man. So he was in front of me and he was almost finishing. But he had to get the change out of the wallet and no, he didn't use the change. He used his card. He had to get the card out of the wallet and he had to get the right pin for the card. Taking his time asking this guy whatever he's talking about, they're having a ball. So eventually he moves along and away you go. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So all the while, I'm trying to coordinate things here. I've got other things going on. I've got other things going on in my life. So this is a story about when I had to meet up with like the piff man. So I went in to buy the paper. All these things are happening, but the piff man is coming to meet me. So I'm trying to get all these things sorted out. So I went up to him and then I said, okay, I'd like to purchase this paper. He said, no problem, I'd like to purchase. I can help you with that. He rings me up, opens the till. Absolutely no money in the till whatsoever. No money in the till? What kind of ragtag establishment are you guys running here? Absolutely no money in the till. Piffman is like, yo, I'm here. So I said, listen, I don't have time to wait. I took my receipt. I said, you can keep my change. I'll be back for it. And I'll be back for this paper. And I left. Please note that this was 5 minutes. I came 5 minutes prior to the establishment being closed. Here we go. So I walked where I needed to go. Met up with Piffman. Piffman was cool. Piffman even drove me back to where I was. He's like, oh man, I appreciate it. I was actually in the area and it worked out. Everything worked out. It was perfect timing. It was synchronized. He's like, are you an Olympic athlete? And I said, you know what? I don't really want to talk about my personal life like that, but I might be. That's how in sync me and the Piffman were, or the Piffman and I were. Let's be grammatically correct here if we're going to talk. So then the Piffman proceeded to ask me, hey, what are you doing for the better half of this evening? I said, actually, this is what I'm going to do. I actually have printer paper that I'm buying. And after I get this printer paper, I am going back to my domicile and partaking in a little bit of the TH of the C. He said, okay, so you were getting printer paper while you were waiting for me? I said, yes. Where's the printer paper? I told them that I had prior engagements and I don't have time to wait for this printer paper. I will be back. He's like, would you like me to drop you off? And I said, Piff man, that'd be great. That's the type of friendship we have. So the Piff man drove me back. Stood outside. The door was locked. Couldn't get back in. So people were waiting inside, and somebody was coming out. Guess who it was? The guy that was returning the world. Opened the door and was like, oh, well, I don't know if I can let you in. And he's like, well, I'm going in. So I went inside. Then I went up to the person. I said, okay, here's my receipt. I like my things. And then he took me to another counter where my paper, my change, were waiting for me. And he kindly passed it to me. He looked at me dead in the face. And this is what he said to me. He said, thank you very much, sir. You have a good evening. And I said, you have a good evening too. Take care of yourself. And he said, I will. And then the lady that was beside him said, good night. And I said, good night, miss. And then she said, good night. Anyways, comment, subscribe. Let me know how your day's going. Peace.